So if you've got one of these older style calculators, it might not look exactly like this, but it will be this type of model. The first thing we need to do is get this data into our calculator. So to do that, we just need to turn it on. And then we want to press the mode button and select number 3, reg. So that stands for regression. Okay, and we're actually looking, there's options here, but we're actually looking at a linear regression, a straight line. So we need to press number 1. Now what we need to do is put our data into the calculator. And the way that we do that is we put it in one coordinate at a time. So for our first one, 10, 17, we need to put in 10, 17. And then we press the M+ button. And by doing that, it says n equals 1. All that means is we've put in one set of data, okay, so one coordinate. Now we need to just go through and put in the remainder of our coordinates and press the M+ afterwards. So that is what I'm going to do. So I've now put in all 8 coordinates. Now it's a bit more time consuming on these older calculators, but it can be done, and that's the most important thing. The other thing is it's not easy to check the data you've just put in. So when you're typing in your values, be really, really careful. You know, double check them as you're doing, because you need to make sure you've put in the correct coordinates. Once you've done that, and you've put in all 8 pairs, so you'll know you've done that because it says 8 here and we had 8 coordinates. Then we need to press the shift button and then number 2. Okay, it comes up with these funny looking symbols, but what we need to do is go to the right, so press our cursor to the right and again, and we get to this final menu that says ABR. Now you might remember R is the product moment correlation coefficient that we looked at last week, but we now want these values A and B. So if we press number 1 to get A first, we have to press equals afterwards. So this is not what A is. We have to press equals, and this is our value of A. Now we're not going to write all these digits down, so we'd probably just round to 2 decimal places. So we can write down that A is 5.28. Now we want to get to B now, so we will have to press shift 2, and then we'll have to go back across the menu. So right and right again, and then press number 2, and again that's not B because we haven't pressed equals yet, so press equals and B comes up, and so B to 2 decimal places will be 0.80. So those are our 2 important values, but the next thing to do is to make sure we write down our equation. So our equation of our line is going to be y equals A, which is 5.28, plus bx. So this is the equation of our regression line that we need to plot.